Yo, what's up, gang? You in the motherfucking building, back, ain't been consistent. Out for like 8 days. So as you can see, we got a we got a prime reaction here. I come back with the heat, regardless. I've been away for a minute, but I come back with the heat. So right now, guys, we got a Beijing named Fresh Prince CEO, Walter Weeks, great networker, all around cinema on Instagram. Some couple YouTube videos he be doing with his partner, Mr. Gaines, Fresh, and more in the back. Can't forget OG Trey. So we got a prime video. There's a Beijing up against, but not it's not it's up against. We in a little conversation. We getting to know the food. Cheyenne Reynolds. Sure, you've heard of her before. If you haven't heard of him, you heard of her. Him, if you haven't heard of her. So this been a prime Saturday. He finally trying to set this up for a minute. So let's get into it, baby.
States to not do it, because over here in the UK it's kind of like if you do it you're labelled as like a bocat and it's like a big no.
A bocat?
Come on, what the fuck is a bocat? Any UK niggas in the chat?
Hi, I'm Cheyenne Reynolds and I'm back. New season, new dates. And to be honest with you, I'm not impressed with the dating scene.
I think 99% of the world's problems will be solved if females walk through life with their body count on their forehead.
I've given some high scores.
I thought we might as well do the date properly.
See, I like this. And I've definitely given some low scores.
So, like, I just saved in his Caribbean langers.
This nigga was killing me.
Nice job.
I watched this one too.
Oh my god. It's time to find a man that can tick all the boxes. Do you know what? There wasn't actually any red flags. Wow.
Sound like a little Jack Sparrow.
Thrilling.
It's okay.
My name's Fresh.
Shit, female
Perfect
pirate.
Podcast. I'm here today to show her the Barbados style, the Bajan style. What I'm expecting.
and
I mean,
W's
just a good
everywhere.
time, good vibes, and at the same time, like, if she's feeling the vibe, let's see what's up. You know?
Of
course I can handle grilling, bro. I mean, I'm black already. I'm already grilled. So it's all good.
Can Cheyenne ask you whatever she liked?
Don't ask about my dog. Let me see what else. What I eat for food. No, just kidding. Anything. It's fine. Hey,
Hello.
how are you?
Good, thank you.
I'm liking the all black.
I know, all black.
Copy me today.
I'm copying you.
Yeah, of course.
So my name's Cheyenne.
Fresh, that's what they call me.
I know, I recognise you.
Good to see you in person now.
I've spoken to this guy. How are you?
Not bad. The UK is a little bit different from Miami, so it's getting accustomed to it. It's kind of tough.
Yeah? Okay, when did you fly in?
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday? Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Had Nando's, pretty cool vibe, so
Oh, cool. Well, cheers to that.
cheers.
Cheers.
This is Raga.
I got
Yeah.
food, chat.
Jamaican inspired. I like it.
Yeah, we're trying something different.
Does
I
it
got
taste
cheers
good?
with food.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I've seen her on YouTube, Instagram, but in person, like, she's stunning, man. I'm not gonna lie. Painting, you know?
You like it?
What?
It's okay. I just don't drink alcohol.
Do you not?
Nah. Why? Painting, you know?
You
What?
like it?
Instagram, but in person, like, she's stunning, man. I'm not gonna lie. Painting, you know?
Bro, I heard this
You
one
like
3 times. They still
It's
can't.
okay. I just don't
Painting?
drink alcohol.
That's
You
what
know.
you said?
Nah.
Oh, why not?
Just not my thing. But it's not bad. It's not bad. It's cherry.
Oh, okay.
Shelter Raga.
Yeah, so you'll see by the end of this, I'll be a lot more chill.
There we go.
Right, it's really weird actually meeting you.
I know. We've spoken on Instagram a couple times.
Yeah, a few times. So tell me about you.
Basically about me, man, like, I love to live life, love experiences. Like, I'm from the islands, Barbados, as you know. Came to the States 5 years ago.
Then you Barbados boat here.
And worked my way up from Chick-fil-A, you know, like, taking phone calls to where I'm today. And it's kind of like,
Black Rock Killers.
you know,
North City Mafias.
I always want to do better in my life.
Central
And
City
I was
Bad Boys.
progressing
We got East and West too.
do more.
Whole island. 366 square miles.
No, he seems like a really nice guy. So I'm quite impressed that you don't drink. Did you stop drinking by choice, or is it like quite impressed that you don't drink?
This nigga is smiling like crazy. Nigga feels just so he has to everything.
Did you stop drinking by choice, or is it like religious beliefs?
You know the niggas that just be not listening. You're not listening. That's it. Do you remember that?
So for me personally, like the taste itself is, I just don't like it. And whenever I go out, I'm responsible because I drive my cars. I'm always like with my people. So like if I'm drunk or like ever messed up, I can't be there for my people. So I'm all sober whenever I go out.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm actually
Yeah,
impressed
this
that he
shit
doesn't
going on
drink
YouTube.
alcohol. I'm just here drinking.
Straight to YouTube.
So when you go out, are you the mom of the group or you're like?
Oh yeah, I'm
Watching
like
reactions
I'm always the
later
mother
tonight
hen.
too.
Okay.
So it's kind of like I'm always in charge on where we're going and what we're doing.
That's a red flag.
No, it's not. It's not a red flag.
Red flag. Off rip. No, but like she's a cool person. Just like I already know deep down, bro. There's some demons in there that she's just to do it, and it's like, bro, you want to deal with that?
Demons, fresh. We scared now. Bitches don't be scared. You walking outside. You walking outside with your shorty, masked up, our face blip beer. Any day, any weather. Yeah. We are not. Look. We are not afraid. Come on. Fresh. I gotta get this one here. Yeah.
Probably not.
Why is it red flag?
Just joking.
It could
I'm
be
fresh
because that
and
means you
reading.
don't really let go sometimes.
No, I do.
You do?
Yeah, no,
I
I
don't
do.
put
But I like to
badness
still
in
be in check.
Fresh-
I like to just
fresh
look
is-
after.
Okay, because I need a girl that's gonna have fun, and get lit.
It's more like
Because,
a
I mean, you gotta
white
enjoy
black
life, you
man.
know.
So people
He
think
said
that
it
you
himself,
need
too.
to have fun to like be completely crazy and do stuff like that. Like I have fun, doing that.
Okay.
So are you a serious dater?
I'll tell you this. I'm a serial dater.
Serial dater.
Yeah.
We know what that means. He sleeps around a lot. Okay, so you just like have loads of one night stands.
No. It's more like I'll do dates, right? And like for example, if we connect on that level, I want to see more. I want to do more. But some people don't have that capacity to even like take in or be more. So it's kind of like I see where they're at. I lead them and say, cool. You know what? Nice meeting you, but that's where it's gonna end.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm a bit of a serial dater in the sense of I'm quite picky. So I
It's a little straight and stern, but it kind of matches your personality.
can be
He being honest with and direct with it.
I'm a really frustrating person to date, if I'm honest.
I can tell.
Really? Why can you tell?
I'm just messing with you.
I date for like long term. So for me, I don't like this. Like I'm not a fan of like hookup culture and everything like that. So it's not me. So I find it really hard to actually date now.
So let me ask you this: if you could find the person right now that you want, right, what would they be to you? Like the traits, you would say.
Probably someone driven. Yes, they've got to be ambitious. They've got to be very compassionate, and hold a lot of integrity. I'm a big fan of like values and morals. Not really about like materialistic things. What about you?
Has to be one, loyal, right? In terms of like not like a hoe, right? Number two is she's actually like adding value to my life. So for example, let's say I have a business and I need help in certain areas. She can say, you know what, my babe needs help in these areas. I'm gonna help him out. That's just adding value. And then three, most important is she's spiritual in some sense because I feel like that's a guidance because most girls don't have that. So
Yeah, I think more women are spiritual though.
when I say spiritual, I mean actual like religion because for example, spiritual.
All right, fresh. You got some death. Let me see where you're gonna attack this here.
I mean like anything like
Let me see where you're gonna attack this.
stars, signs, whatever. I mean like actual like faith in somebody.
Like your connection to self. Your oneness. Your connection with self, everything around you. Peace with light.
Safe.
Yeah.
Okay. What's a hoe?
Here we go. So a hoe, basically, right, is a woman that knows she can settle down at any point, but chooses to either experience life on different levels of like different guys, different lifestyles, which is fine. But it's kind of like if you do that path, like just know that like it has certain like repercussions, so to speak. So.
Okay,
That's
so
what I'm saying.
would you call me a hoe? Because I can settle down and I won't simply because I want to have a career.
Well, you said that you're picky, right? So that's one thing. But let me
Are you
ask you
calling
this.
me a hoe though?
So, hold on, let me ask you this, right? Why are you picky?
I know what I bring to the table in the sense I know what kind of woman I am. So I'm not gonna sit and tolerate crap from someone. I'm not gonna just settle for less. I know how much value I bring to someone and a relationship.
So all this time, you never met anyone that like is
Someone and
Notice she's into the conversation. One foot is forward, one foot is back. Just bear with it, child. Just bear with it. Just all right. I know y'all gonna say it ain't all about that, but you'll be surprised how much the small little things matter. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 by 1,000 still is 2,000.
a relationship.
So all this time, you never met anyone that like meets those requirements at all.
No, do you know what it was? Because I've only just started the whole dating. Like, I'm big on personal development.
Yeah.
So I spent a lot of time on myself. Like, I went celibate. It was just
You went
focused.
celibate?
Yeah, and for me, it's the best thing. I think when you
Y'all beat that. You know,
like I went celibate. It was just focused.
bruh, his eyes just went on red alert. Celibate. Work on yourself. All right, Shirley. I see what you on. She looking out for her best interest, job.
Celibate?
Yeah, and for me, it's the best thing. I think when you connect yourself, you realign. It's good, you know.
For how long?
I was celibate for 2 years.
Where's
Yeah,
the cap?
I'm about to
I need
do
a cap.
No,
Yeah,
it
that's
was
a
a
real
gap.
cap.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's the cap around here? Because this will have to do. Oh, there we go. 2 years, bro? Dude, there's no way possible. Where's my shovel? There's no way. 2 years.
Yeah.
No toys.
No choice. Because as well, even with
Come
that,
on.
no, because even with that, like you have to learn how to, like my personal life is it used to be very chaotic. So for me, I needed no distractions and just to be really focused, and that was find out who I am and discover that.
Yeah, I say a lot.
Do they? What
Yeah.
they saying?
They say ambitious, good mindset. At the same time, you want to be a free spirit.
Yeah,
You see me again.
but not a hoe. Because I feel like that's what men do. I feel like men like to label women as free spirits. Is just your excuse to say hoe.
I mean, you could say that, but I think for you, you're more picky. You want to actually have
What I missed, chat? What I
substance rather
missed?
than something that's like superficial. So it makes sense. So I gotta know, off rip,
Yeah.
what are your first impressions of me from me sitting down, meeting you for the first time?
To be fair, I'm actually like pleasantly surprised because obviously we spoke online. I feel like you're not as egotistical as I assumed. It's so easy just to see someone online and pass judgment, but you don't actually know who they are behind that screen.
Is that my Instagram?
Yes.
I get that a lot. It's like, you seem like you're stuck up, feel like you're posh, but like when you meet in person, you're more like chill, relax.
Yeah, you're more chill. So do you not
Don't
find
talk
that with the
about-
lifestyle that you advertise online, that it's gonna attract a certain
Social
kind of
media
woman
get you
that you
so
complain
much.
about?
Yes. So for example, right?
Cause you never
Let's
really
say my
get to
lifestyle is
see
cars,
that person
Rolls Royce,
living their
Lamborghinis,
actual
lifestyle.
life. You just
Cool,
see your
right? But that's what I love to do. Personally, I'm a car guy. However,
none ain't better
it
than
does
real
attract
life,
girls
chat.
that are more like, say, I guess chasing the bag, so to speak, which is fine. But I understand what it is, so I know what I put out there. But sometimes when you have that out there as well, you can filter better because now I know, okay, cool. These type of girls like this versus girls that are not into this are not gonna gravitate towards that, and I can see pretty much like how they move from that sense. So it's good and bad at the same time, but like me personally, I can understand because I see both ends.
So what kind of woman do you actually attract right now?
Right now, I gotta say, off rip, girls that want to have a good lifestyle, have fun, which isn't bad because me personally, right now, I haven't found a person I want to be with long term. I've seen options where like they could be, but waiting to see what happens. You know?
Because I find like American culture is very different to UK. So I know that like a lot of Americans do like the whole sugar daddy, like I'm your man lifestyle. Let me pay for your hair and nails. Like, are you big on that?
In Miami, that's a huge component of like dating. So what happens is girls from all over the world, like even from Texas and other states in the U.S., come to Miami because that capital has a reputation of being like sugar daddy central. So they go to certain spots,
Fresh
go
on
to
his
certain websites,
Oreo
and they
shoes.
meet guys that want to
Y'all
take care of
catch
their
that?
lifestyle. However, here's the issue, right? When we do that dynamic right there, what happens is most guys on that level want to control you. So it's also good because they get the benefit of getting the lifestyle. Then it's like, okay, cool. Now you're their slave, so to speak. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
No, I agree. I feel like that lifestyle comes at a cost.
It does.
You know, and for women, I never advocate for that. Like, if that's what women like, good for you. But it will come
He ain't gonna
at
roast
a
you,
price
buddy.
because realistically, most successful men are narcissistic. They're very manipulative and they're very controlling.
I wouldn't
Are you
say
like that?
manipulative. I would say that they have a sense of, you know what, I worked myself up to this
She
point.
ain't like y'all.
I don't want to tolerate any type of like, bad behavior, so to speak.
Humans
So you're
on
like
whole
that.
is
So
in
you're
our nature.
narcissistic.
No, I'm more like relaxed. So for example, I can see somebody, right, to see who they really are and what they're about. And I meet them at that level. So for example, let's say, for example, you're a free spirit, so to speak. You want to go have fun. I'm not going to say, you know what, you can't go out, go do your thing. You know what, have fun. Just know that you may not be with me long term.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you...
I think love is free. So for example, if I try to hold you back or control you, that's not love because I'm trying to like retain you in a certain manner. Versus if I let you do what you want, you can choose to either be with me or not be with me.
Yeah.
But I do have my standards as well. So,
Okay.
Selfish,
so
not
far,
selfish.
out of 10, what would you rate me on a date so far?
Oh, so far, I'd probably give you We'll start at 6 because then you've got potential to
Improve.
Yeah, so tell me more about your podcast. I have seen some episodes, by the way. So thank you for the love for Standout TV.
Yeah, I was big up, of course. So the podcast started for me and my boy Myron. Meeting up on Instagram, talked for like an hour on the phone. We said, you know what, we have similar goals in terms of like dating and lifestyle.
Is this a date or is this a date or like a date? Is this a date or is it an interview? Like, what?
So let's do a podcast. For people like, yo, this is dope. I'm learning as a guy how to become better.
Nah,
make money,
W
with girls. I love it.
Like,
So we got a studio,
man came
and
on
we brought
see
together
Crash
and
Rates.
collabs, and we created a Fashion Fit
This is
podcast
a
right
party
now.
race.
It's pretty cool.
How do you feel when people brand
they
it
just
as
chatting.
toxic?
I think it's just up to someone's like perspective. So for example, I know people that like see the podcast are like, oh, that's toxic. I don't like it at all. It's too misogynistic. Some people say, you know what? It's rough truth, but it helps me become a better person. So it's kind of like how you see the world will determine how you see the podcast.
Because I find it really interesting, and I'll never be rude about someone's work or whatever. But for me, I kind of feel like your podcast, it does encourage and influence this whole incel culture of men that just disrespect women for no reason.
See, my thing is they're doing it without us. We're saying, you know what? Understand that this is how women are. Don't get mad at it. Understand, cool. How do you operate? How do you become better? So that they actually want to be a part of your lifestyle. So we say, don't get mad at women. Understand what they are, what they want, and cater towards what you want as well. But at the same time, if you're gonna deal with these women on this level, understand where you're getting into.
Because for me, I'm a very chill person, and I know that I get personally attacked for the kind of incel culture, if that makes sense.
I've seen.
Yeah, and the way I see it, even on your podcast, I've seen it. I've got dragged before, and it's just kind of it's there's no reason for it, simply because it's kind of once again, I made an assumption about you, and a lot of people make assumptions about women that are attractive and hold stuff down because automatically from my show, I'm branded as a hoe or whatever and stuff like that. And I've seen it, and I've seen Myron's opinions of me as well. So I know I keep bringing up the podcast, but I've seen the way that I get dragged on that podcast.
Oh man, well, think about Myron, right? He's very rooted in facts, and he's very rooted in the truth. So for him, it's he doesn't call it how he sees it. Now, you may not like how he says it because how he says it is kind of rough and upfront, but on some level, there's some truth to what he's saying.
What? That I'm a what?
Huh?
What?
I didn't say that now.
No, I'm just a no, but no, there's all love with you though.
Okay.
So on your podcast, where do you get all these women?
We have a guy and girl go out and meet girls and they invite them to the show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So we don't do it ourselves. It's mainly our team that deals with them per se. Because we used to, but they don't get messy because they might want to date us or talk to us. So it's kind of you know what? To keep it more realistic, you find the girls, we'll just meet them in person for the first time.
Okay. Do you find your recruiters then get a certain kind of woman to come on the show so you guys can purposely drag?
Here's the biggest argument with the show, right? They say we bring only girls that are slow, stupid hoes. My thing is, right? They find girls from everywhere in the world. The problem is they're in Miami, so it just depends on where we meet them. South Beach, maybe in the club. That determines where.
They're in Miami, chat.
So you're only recruiting girls
Book
from the
your
club or on the
passport.
beach?
No, it
Free
could be anywhere.
homes.
For example, they send us a DM or we send them a DM. It could be in the bookstore. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, true
So we
chat.
invite every girl on the show. And we've had old, young, successful, broke, poor. It doesn't matter. You want to come on the show, give your opinion, you can.
I'm coming on.
Let's do it.
I'm coming on.
I got to warn you, though. We keep it 1,000.
You got
Yeah.
Shannon on the show?
I'm confident, so
You going to sit next to me?
yeah,
I got you.
I'll hold your hands.
There you go. I like the energy. I think she's very on point. She's very intimidating to some people, but I think she's deep down a soft person.
Softy.
Yeah,
Well,
soft.
nigga, why you
said you're a
flinching? Nigga, you
serial
got
dater.
Tourette's.
How many women are you seeing?
Well, as you know, I'm faith based and I'm a man of God. So it would be unreal for me to tell you that amount. But what I will say is I have a very strange way of picking who I want to be long term. So that means, for example, I'll meet somebody. I need time to see who that person really is. So right now, I'm still single. I'm not dating anyone per se. But I'm seeing over time who people really are, and then make a choice if I want to go down that path or not.
So you're having sex with multiple people?
I'm saying I'm giving it time to see where it goes.
So yes.
I didn't say that. You said that.
Can you just confirm?
I'm just saying, as a man of God, I want to see where it goes. I can meet either just going on dates or going on trips, but that doesn't mean I'm necessarily, always doing that.
So do you think as a man of God it's fair to play with many women's emotions?
Well, I'm not playing.
I know exactly what you're going with this, because he would not answer the fucking question. She wanted a yes or a no, so she could paint she next question. So my mom said, "No, I ain't getting you that. I can give you exactly what he's saying." So now watch how she gonna speak.
I'm being realistic. What it is like, for example, let's say I'm talking to you, right, and we start dating. I want to see where it goes. So I'm gonna say, you know what, cool. I'm gonna put you here, and I'm gonna watch you, and so when we go out, how's the vibe? How's the energy? What's your mindset? You want kids? You want a family? And I'll put you in a category. Cool. You know what? She's an option. I'm gonna take her a little bit more serious. That way, at least on that level, if I meet another girl, it's like, you're not really there. I'm gonna keep you over here.
Okay, so then you will fuck them and then moan that these women are hoes.
Did I say
No,
that?
but this is what I'm saying though. This is the problem. Like, there's men that will put women in a certain category. And don't get me wrong, like, I completely understand and respect your point, but it's kind of like if men are.
Is a dog a dog? Is a duck a duck? Like, if that's what he define them as hoes, and he fucks them, they're hoes. To him, at least they're hoes. But that ain't saying nothing about the fact that if he talking about them like hoes will do what hoes can do. But like any day, if you different than that, it shouldn't matter.
Going around sleeping with women just as much, but then
And they all sound she came from call a spade, but like if like you hoes is being hoes, well, that's what he deals with.
you're gonna just put women in this bracket as if like they're not worthy.
So let me ask you this, right? If they're giving out anyway, what's the problem? Because
The problem is you guys. Like, listen,
this
women
is
will do it.
this is
like,
what I
women
see.
will, but it's you guys create the problem.
But this is what I see, right? Girls are giving it out freely to anybody that wants to have it, right? We're just saying, you know what? Here's an opportunity. There you go.
Okay, so how many people have you slept with?
To put on a number scale,
So
I would say I don't know the exact number, but it's pretty high up there.
Really?
Yeah.
How high's high though?
High as the
Because
sky.
your high might be like 10,
Mhm.
or it might be 100. So what's your high?
Sky's the limit.
That's a lot. Over 100.
Sky's the limit.
So what if I'd slept with 100?
Good for you. 100 men? That's bullocks.
no, not across accent French with the bullocks.
Slept with 100.
Good for you. 100 men? That's bullocks.
100.
Good for you.
When nigga he fucking got punched, though, good for you. But he know he thinking he is.
100
I smell
men?
says it all.
That's bullocks. Must be bullocks, bro. No way, bro. No way.
And then how would you then perceive me?
I mean, look, I don't judge people per se on what they do outside of their like lifestyle, whatever. I'm just saying, for example, if you had 100 guys in your, I want to say, past or history, it could be considered bad for some people.
Is it bad for you?
I think it's just up to your prerogative.
Is it bad for you?
I think it's a great option for you because
A great option for me.
Yeah, yeah.
But what if I wanted to be your wife?
my wife,
Yeah, what if I want to be your wife?
100 men.
Yeah.
Want to be my wife, 100 men.
Yasin, you sure? You sure? Cause he sure.
Let me ask you this: do you think if you had 100 men, you could really bond with me?
Cause he
All the
sure,
way?
chap.
Yeah.
Still,
Yep. May the best man win.
you don't think?
Strongest bond.
You don't think that after the 100 men,
Oh, strongest bone is crazy. Strongest sperm is winning. Who puts it down the best? She wants each other for him.
have some animosity towards me, like in terms of like, all men are this way, all men are that way. I don't know if I can trust. I say all the time, there's only like 3 to 4 relationships somebody has before they actually say, you know what, I'm tired of this. I think all people are the same. That's what I think. So you have 3 or 4 in you, good relationships, and then it's like, you know what, this isn't working out. I think most people are this way.
Yeah. I don't know though, because I've had like, from my personal experience, really good relationships. It was just I was the issue. You know, so before like you.
Wait,
have
hold
to say
on.
I'm ready.
You just said you were the issue?
No, I was because I wasn't ready for
You're
commitment.
being accountable? Hooray! Woo! Good job on that. I am shocked. She said she's accountable for actions? Bro, that's one of 1,000 girls. That's insane.
Bro, who are you dealing with? Bruh, what women you dealing with that you can't be held up? I ain't gonna lie. Some sharks be flicking. But not everyone out of 1,000 fresh.
And bro.
This nigga done double, triple, quadruple billionaires his fucking body count. Well, out of 1,000, you can.
Crazy. That's different, so I'll give you points for that.
Oh, thanks.
What's your background?
Caribbean, so Jamaican, St. Lucian, and we're English also.
Bumbleclot. Jeez. Okay, cool. If you could find a husband or a guy that you want to take serious, what should their background be, you think?
There's no restrictions on
It doesn't matter?
Yeah, like it's just once again it goes back to like an energy thing and having integrity and stuff like that.
See, you date a white guy?
Yeah.
Indian guy?
Yeah.
Asian guy?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I don't discriminate.
That's good to know.
How about you?
Personally, it's energy, of course, as well. But at the same time, I need looks. So, like, for example, if you're, like, attractive and you actually have a brain on your head and you're loyal, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so you get dragged for about black women.
you know what it is? We actually made, like, a joke about a dating app. They took it out of context and made it blow up bigger than it was. Like, my mom's black, my sister's black, my whole family's black. Why would I hate black people? It's like, that doesn't make any sense. And I'm from the islands. I've dated black women, like, most of my life.
Yeah.
Took it out of context.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's what the internet does.
Oh, we know, especially with Andrew Tate as well. Everything. Actually, I gotta ask you, how was the interview with Andrew Tate?
That was good.
It's good?
Like I like Andrew actually.
I feel like on the internet, it's like a good and bad because they feel like either you hate him or you don't like him at all. Is that true or?
This whole internet thing, it wants you versus me.
Yeah.
Like, even from this, they want you to verse me because it's once again incel culture. You have to dominate. Like, why is that?
I think people want to see women saying sorry because I feel like at this point it's kind of like women have the upper hand and men feel like they're being slighted. And I get it because if you think about it, the world doesn't really care about men like that. They care about making women happy, making sure that they're in a good place, and forget about the men. They can just figure it out themselves.
Fuck
I
that
think at
shit.
this point,
Stop being a pussy. Sorry for yourself, fucking bitch. The world at you. Ain't nobody give a fuck about your problems. It's at you. You can't blame shit.
tables have turned. Women have most of the power, and men want to see kind of equal out again as it was before. But this is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, like, you gotta decide what you want in life. And my thing is, don't hate people for who they are. Understand who they are and adapt to it.
Yeah, I like that. What's a red flag for you?
My number one thing is like, it's just too much like experience. So for example, you've been to Dubai, you've been to like Spain, you've been to like Mexico, you've been all over the world. It's like, who are you going with? To me, that's a red flag.
That's a stupid red flag. Okay, but what if like it's from a family?
Let's be real here. She works at Target. She doesn't make that much money. She's going by herself. Who's she going with? Not family.
Okay, what else? Red flag.
Revealing on social media. That's like, you want attention, which I understand, but like, how you do it is very important because that's going to portray how people perceive you. And if you're my girl, then you're going to perceive you as this way, and that's tight to me. So my thing is like, you can have fun and show yourself every now and then, but like, every picture is like your ass or like your titties is like, come on now, it's just too much going on.
Do you like confident women?
I like women that know who they are and what they're about, but confidence can be considered like they're a boss babe, they're independent, and I get that, but it's like, men really don't really need that. They need a woman that's like feminine, understands their lifestyle, at the same time.
This nigga articulated his sentence better than me. Any other, fair enough, he talked more. But this nigga came hard. I never seen Fresh talk this much or this articulate before. This speech class is definitely working. My nigga hardly stuttered.
There's like a level of like, okay, this is my man, I'm gonna let him lead.
Yeah, okay. So you want a submissive woman?
Yeah.
Submissive? So I like I'm gonna submit to any man in the bedroom.
Why not? Submit is my choice.
Of course. I'm a lead. Because let's be real here, right? Who does most of the work in the bedroom? Men. Girls sit down there and they do starfish. What does that really mean, right?
When you go with starfish.
No, I'm saying in general. I have a different outlook, so to speak.
Do all women I don't think all women starfish. Can someone confirm, please? So I'm not listening to him.
Do you?
I'm saying that to say, like,
do you?
as a guy,
but
like,
you
should be leading
you ain't
all the way
answered the
through.
real question.
Okay, yeah.
Do you?
So, but I will say this: some women want to be dominant in the bedroom. I get that part, but like, still, like, guys should be dominant as well.
So you don't drink?
No.
How do you find experiences then, like if you're taking women back to your place that are drunk?
I'm very cautious because if a woman is drunk, I don't ever take her home. Because at that point, it's like, I'm liable because if she gets like upset or she's not aware of what she's doing, then it's not going to be good for me. So I'll say, if she's drunk, that's not for me to talk to her at all.
Yeah.
Like, and remember, I'm sober, so I can see it. She's drunk, she's like falling over, like too sloppy. It's like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I think that's really
And
important.
you gotta be safe too. Like, for example, let's say, she falls down or something happens to her. Now you're responsible because you took her home.
Yeah, and as well, like men, like you can black out on alcohol, And there's been so many stories where women don't remember the night before, and then they feel like they've had men take advantage of them.
Yeah, and it happens all the time. Like, there's some guys that keep it 1,000. They watch and wait for girls to get like lit, and then they just come to the club after, swoop them up, take them home.
Yeah.
To me, that's disgusting because she's not even aware of what's happening for the most part, and then you're just taking advantage. It's weird. Like, don't do that. Yeah.
Oh, got an extra point for that. Yeah, I was just gone from a 6 to a 7.
So we halfway in, and you barely carry my nigga up by a point since 15 minutes.
Over 30. Sheesh.
Why yes and no?
This depends on the person, but me personally, like, if I know for a matter of fact, it might be a turn off. But if I don't know, I'm gonna watch their behavior and see what they're really about.
What's the behavior?
As for example, always in the club, always doing weird stuff behind your back, always like responding to playful people. It's kind of like their behavior enables them to kind of like go in that environment and actually do stuff that they would normally do. So their behavior kind of leads to like bad choices.
Right. Do you think maybe like women behave like that because they don't feel secure?
That could be it too. It's just more like a woman that's confident in her man wants to keep him there, doesn't want to mess up that situation. So if he's the guy for her, like he's a leader, he's confident, he's successful in his own way, and he's on his way up, she wants to stay in that environment. If she's not, if he's like a bum or like not really progressive, it's like I'm with him, but like I want to find something better, and I get it.
But this is the thing though. Like I personally would like to, if I had a good man that had all those qualities, I'd want to keep him there. But then if you're treating me like an option, then why would I want to show loyalty to you?
It's a two-way street. And my thing is like, if you want somebody to actually be loyal to you, you have to show them that respect. Because for example, let's say I'm a successful guy, right? And you actually want to be with me, but I'm like, you know what? I'll see you like every once a week, maybe when I have time, take you here when I feel like. It's like, I'm gonna put an effort in. If effort's being met with effort, then it makes sense. If not, then it doesn't make sense. And that's why I understand why women might want to go cheat, because it's like, he's not really taking care of me, he's not really there for me, so like, I get why they would do what they do.
Yeah. Have you cheated?
I never cheat. Black men don't cheat. And actually speaking, all my past relationships, I've never cheated in my life.
There you go.
Because my thing is, I'd rather be single than cheat anyway. So just be single, have fun. But when I'm serious and I made that choice, then I don't have to cheat.
Okay. They don't give head. That's what they all say. Why no?
So it has to be my girl. That's the only way I'm giving
So you
head.
do though.
Well, that's a caveat, because most people say, yeah, I give head to everybody. I'm like, no, it has to be my girl.
Yeah, well, mine would have been no if I was answering like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, like, wait, is it a big thing out in the States to not do it? Because over here in the UK, it's kind of like if you do it, you're labelled as like a bocat, and it's like a big no.
A bocat?
Bro, she asks this question every episode. Well, folk feel, do you give head? Like Shari just like, she had a bad experience with her men or a man she fought with, just ain't giving head.
What does that mean?
It's just like a guy that
bless
doesn't
you
go
with
down on women
the
and everything like that.
Is that
the
Jamaican term?
hurricane twister,
Okay, 'cause
8,000.
I know the culture, like, I'm from
He
Barbados,
do it
right? So the
wrong
culture's more
with
like, if you do,
Or he the
like,
itching to get you back.
pussy, like, you're like, you're not really like respected, because to them it's like you're bound down to a woman. But for example, for me it's like, if I'm with somebody and I care about them, I want to please them in every single way. So if it's my girl, like I said before, I'll do it. But in America, it's more like, if you do it, it's kind of like you're bound down to the girl as well. It's just the weird dynamic, so to speak.
Yeah, with dynamic that men do to impress each other.
Yeah. But to be real with you, people say that they don't do it, but they do it behind closed doors. It's like,
That's what I mean. Just say yes.
It's for the
Just
camera.
say yes, exactly. Just say yes.
No, it has to be my girl. Has to be my girl. Okay.
We all know what goes on behind closed doors. Fresh.
The cornucopia.
No, do you not?
Corn on the
Really?
So when I was younger, I did, of course, because like I was struggling. But like now that I actually have the options, I have the game to get what I want. It's more like I don't want to do it as often.
Do you think like watching adult content it gave you a warped reality on what it's like having sex with women?
To be honest with you, I think it made me better, because like,
Made you better?
yeah. So let me explain. Most people that watch porn, right? Either they get like hooked on it, they get like kind of like soft on it. Like for example, most guys that they watch porn, they get ED, which means like erectile dysfunction. For me, it's more like I watch it to understand how I can become better in the bedroom. So the shit I was doing amplified when I watch porn. So now, like any girl I'm with is like, wow, like this is different. I never had it before, because like I put that into my sex life, and also as well, like everyone's different. I have to learn their body as well. Yes.
Yes. Why is that?
Well, as a man to lead, right, you have to be in charge. And be in charge means in all aspects. Mindset, fitness, money-wise. And look, if I'm the leader, right, I need to make sure that we're all good. Kids, yourself. So if anything happens, I have the backbone. So to me, that's very important.
Do you know what? He's a lot nicer than what I thought. Wouldn't. Why not?
Because like I said earlier, right, I'm not going to cheat if I made that choice. So me giving it to you is pointless. Well, why would I?
I think it's weird. It's like a phone. Just a phone.
Men look at it differently because more like, for example, to learn, maybe to like learn a trade or skill, or even like for entertainment. Women are more like attention, entertainment, and all in between. So like for me personally, like a woman's strategy for phone use is probably way more like invasive than for a guy.
I'd probably argue that women probably would use the phone for the same amount of tools.
Come on, like let's real here. Women love attention, men don't.
All right, Mister. Women want attention, but here I am posting my cars and watches. Fine.
What men do though?
Men do love attention. How can you say men don't love attention when like you're the ones buying fast cars and bottles in the club and watches?
Because it's
Chat, I made fresh done got this answer set up.
How are you saying that?
okay. So we do it to get girls, right? You do it for attention.
Same thing. Attention. You do it for attention for women.
Yeah, but he got replay for that. But really, attention is crazy. Like we
To
both
get
want
girls.
attention.
We have to. You don't
just
have to.
different kinds. Like,
You
just
can
want
walk
me to
outside.
sit and chat.
Hey,
You just
I'm here.
want to get that head
If I do
in
the same thing, it's
back.
like, who are you? So it's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta be able to be comfortable, right?
I think if I made to that point where we're like together with that connection, it's like, I'm doing everything around you.
Would it put you off if I farted now?
Farted now, we just met, yeah.
Would it?
Because I need time to like understand you, connect with you on a level. So I need more time to actually give you that option.
Fire for that. That is crazy.
Give me the option to fart.
Yeah.
Oh, so kind of you.
Gotta leave the room. Face don't win something. Squeeze that shit
You
up so
fart
I
up.
don't smell it.
No.
Okay, cool.
Offset the
Making
fucking
sure.
mood. Like, bro, I ain't even drinking to set alcohol and blocking.
Would you ever have an open relationship?
No.
No. Why not?
When it comes to like relationships, my thing is like, you're making a choice. Because if not, I would just be single.
Interesting. So you're telling me you're a one woman.
Interesting chat. We are in a lot of open relationships and ain't no. Somebody will say fucking, but then again, is will you consent to? I got a lot of people out here fucking, them what girl fucking, them fucking, they're all over the place. It's actually very common. Like we frown upon it in like society for like society eyes, but most people out here just fucking like wait, sorry, it's cheating, hurting, left and right, or maybe that's just how we get down in the Caribbean. But damn, like, it was seeming like that's crazy. Yeah, trying to get me in the lasers like that's crazy. No big. I here for the short term, not the long term. As my boy Fresh was said.
Woman man. So
You
you
moving like a CEO.
would be devoted to just one woman, no side chicks.
Time is money,
Nothing.
money is time.
If I made that
And my
choice.
shit more
I'd rather
valuable
break it
than
off
that.
than cheat.
Done.
Okay, cool. Interesting to know.
Yeah, so black men don't cheat. It's true.
It's not true.
Very true.
It's not true.
Very true.
No, it's not. Do you know how many black men that have relationships and wives that still will try to talk to me?
Well,
So it's not true.
they may not be real black men. They may be fake.
Bro,
Okay.
bro.
Black, white, Asian, they all cheat. So I see online that you're friends with loads of artists and stuff. Who's your favorite US artist?
Oh, there's so many. Honestly speaking, my favorite artist right now is Larry June and Piero Giovanni.
Okay.
And then UK rappers, man, Skepta, all the way.
Yeah?
That's a big inspiration for me, Skepta. If I ever meet in person, I'll be stalking. Like, 100%. He's cool.
Do you know what? I love that you said Skepta. I feel like the UK artists are really like getting over there in the US. What is a really crazy sex story?
So, I guess it was Kevin. Oh, man, I have so many.
So many.
Yeah. This one was, like, super, like, new to this, like, environment. And, I did 3 in 1 day.
What? But that's not even a crazy sex.
3 in 1 day.
What? But that's not even a crazy sex story. That's just.
No. So, let me explain, right? I woke up, I was on Instagram, and I was dating 3 girls, right? But I wanted to meet them separately, like different days. what happened was I had to do a podcast. So the next day I couldn't do anything because I had to do a podcast for pretty much the whole day. I was like, okay, cool. If we meet them all today, I can like make it work. I met one for brunch at 10. We had a cool date, whatever. The vibe was there. I was like, damn, cool. Like the vibe is there. Let's go back to my crib.
What?
Crazy sex, for like a couple hours.
So why would you then meet the second one?
No. So let me explain, right? She went home, got a phone call. Yo, bro, pool party, pull up. All right, bet. Meet some celebrities there, some friends, pool party, we're vibing. Then it's the same girl I was DM on Instagram was there. She's like, yo, let's get food after this. I'm like, yeah, I'm down. So we go with food, we vibe a little bit, back to the crib. It wasn't on purpose. It just happened. You know, she just fell on the dick.
She did not fall and trip on your dick, Fresh.
And then
She does not just fall on the dick.
and then thirdly, like nighttime, we're going.
Listen, right now, Fresh a whole ass cartoon character. So yeah, so it just happened if she, and the second one here, no. First it was plan that shit out. It happened next Friday. Go hours. Come back. Meet Sardi at this pool party. Yo, shit, she just fell on my dick. Bro, where you gonna find the next one? She gonna jump out a sewer like it.
Going out as well to the club for my boy's birthday, and then I invited the girl from Instagram there just to like meet her for the first time.
Why would you do that? Like, you've literally slept with 2 other women.
I don't know. I was just like,
This is what I'm saying. And then you say women can't help themselves.
No.
Women are too picky.
Well, I didn't force it. It just happened naturally.
No, it did. You forced it by even opening the phone and messaging, hey, let's link.
Well, I don't want to be rude. Like, it's,
No, you be in that situation. You be rude.
Listen, I came here to have fun. I'm a smooth cat. She's complaining about things. I'm like, bro, why are you telling me this? This is
They good fruit, smooth cat, fresh.
a date. Let's just have a good vibe. You feel me? Like, relax.
I kid you not, right? Bajans are the funniest people alive. Alive. Anywhere at all, you can hear us. So just know jokes coming pelting straight after that.
Hey,
You're dodging for them.
but it's called grilling.
Yeah, it's grilling for a reason, but like, relax, man.
Did they find out?
No.
Okay. They do now. If they ever watch this.
There you go. But that's my crazy like sex story, so to speak.
How was your performance by the third one? Surely you was tired.
I shout to Raga because this helped a lot. No, but I just have this like ability where like I don't need to like take breaks.
Wait, can we just take a moment?
When they got special buffs on the day, some sort of heightening pill something.
He slept with 3 women in one day. You definitely didn't use protection. But you wore condoms.
Huh? Of course.
Bro, you're supposed to hold composure. You're supposed to hold composure in that one.
Condoms.
Why are you laughing? You definitely did.
Of course.
You didn't. I feel like you're lying. I swear.
Fresh
That's
hold
actually-
composure.
Why is lying?
That is a bit mad.
That's disgusting. That's how
Listen.
you can get like STDs.
Listen. You don't trust every girl like that. It has to be my girl.
Okay.
you're like, oh my god, judging me. God damn.
No quit.
Yeah, well,
Nah, I caught you though. She ain't catch you, but I catch you. Has to be my girl. Fuck, 3 different women. First one you didn't know, raw. Second one you met her on Instagram. You claim you know she. Bruh, if this third one jump out these sewers like the 8 clone, I wanna lose it. Look, he be moving mad.
No, I
This
can't be
nigga's life a movie.
Sure. I didn't think you'd sleep with 3 women in one day.
So now you've heard my story. What about your story?
So I've done some crazy things.
Oh, you've done some crazy
If
things.
anyone know
Yeah.
watching,
I like to just
she know
experiment,
see
so.
crazy stuff.
Tell me one thing.
I couldn't.
That wasn't that
So I
crazy
told her
though.
an easy one. That was simple. There's some shit in there that if I really said on camera, bro, she might throw up. Keeping 1,000 with you. But hey,
Throw
that's what
up.
it is, bro. She told me any about
Throw up.
but hers. Like, I give her mine, she don't give me any of hers. I'm like, that's not fair. Come on, man.
Barbados, we
Like,
don't
share
claim
with me.
that.
No, I
couldn't.
told you my personal story that's secretive to me. No one knows
Nigga
that.
talking,
But you.
he took his
Oh.
So
dick.
tell me yours.
I'm not
Oh,
telling you any of
hers,
my
I'm putting it in
stories.
she
Got
mode.
work for the stories.
That will make it.
See, I need to know if you can
Nigga
handle me or not because, like, that matters a lot, you know?
That
No, I
will
probably
make
could handle you.
Cheyenne puke.
I don't think so. You be the first
First what?
to handle me.
First to handle you.
Mhm.
Oh. Well, I don't really know what experience I could share with you.
What do you mean? I'm being open to you. Be open to me. Just tell me one. Just one. What do you mean? I'm being open to you. Be open to me. Just tell me one. Just one. Just one. Since you don't answer my question, I guess I can ask you, like, where's the most, like, insane place you had sex? Like, where's the spot you had sex?
But I've been on a nice picnic
Okay, picnic.
in the forest.
Okay, in the forest. Okay, cool. See, that's all I wanted. You're good. See, we're good. We're both open. That's it. So I gave her a world of information regarding my sex life. She said picnic, and that's it, bruv. She's playing games now.
What would you do if I had a lot of male friends?
Excuse me.
What would you do if I had a lot of male
Can't
friends?
about that, Jack.
Sorry,
Yo.
Have more male friends.
I don't understand the question.
So you don't want me to have any male friends?
100%. Thank you. Next.
No, it's not thank you next. Childish. Childish.
What do male friends want from you?
What do you mean? This is what you need to understand as men. Not every man wants to fuck a woman or sleep with a woman. Like, it's really important to have male friendships.
I got your proof. I
Have
got
you
your
dated
proof.
men
I hear
before?
streaming.
Yeah.
Here playing
What do all men
YouTube.
want?
No, not all men.
What do majority of men want?
That easy.
Come on,
That
you know.
easy. All right.
Yeah,
Just show.
but
So you know, right?
Easy. Just
So
show me
imagine
one
a
already.
guy that's your friend.
Yeah.
I
Easy.
guarantee you, call
Yeah,
him right now and
chat.
say, hey, I'm horny, where you at? See what happens.
I can call guys and do that.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Let's do it right now.
All right,
No, we're not going to do that.
No.
But I know.
You're confident, right?
Yeah, I am confident.
Let's do it then.
They'd probably tell me to shut up. I'm not making no phone call.
Let's try it.
No, we're not going to try it.
Why not? you said you're confident that most men don't want that. So
No, they don't. But I think it's important to have male friendships. Like,
what?
having a male friend, so I might be moving a bit crazy or whatever. So I know that my male friends can give me the balance, because if I'm going off talking to my female friends, they're going to give me what I want to hear. Whereas my male friend might be like, try and leave him alone. Like, he will rationalise my way of thinking because he's going to give me a male perspective.
If a guy's really your friend, right? He's gonna tell you the truth to an extent, but deep down he's like, damn, she's cool as hell. She's asking for advice. She's coachable. You know what? I can see myself with her. So in the environment where things could happen, it can happen. Someone's gonna get feelings, either the girl or the guy. So it does work, but for most people, it's kind of like attraction builds over time. When she has a million friends, bro, it's only a little seed that starts to sprout. Before you know, it's a full tree inside of her. If you know what I mean.
So why don't you, on your podcast, teach men how to be friends with women then?
Because it's not natural.
But I feel like you can just do the work. You can.
I can't reverse a millennium of how men operate. Look, we
Okay, well, we can
give
start.
the truth, right? We say how women are, how men are. We don't bullshit. We don't lie. So I'm telling you how most men are.
You don't think maybe that's because the way you're conditioned as men?
No.
Do you want to, like, fuck all the time?
Our biological standpoint is like we want to reproduce with as much girls as we can. Us being your friend is kind of a tactic to say, you know what?
How to go
I
up
can't get
and
her
make
right
it
now. In the future, I can. So it's a delayed, type of like getting a girl. Like I used to think works, but it doesn't really work that well.
What would you do if I couldn't cook?
That's fine. I don't eat at home anyway. I eat out all the time.
Really? That wouldn't be an issue.
No,
Really?
not for me.
You sure?
Whoever I'm with, we're gonna go eat together out. So it's like, if you cook, cool. If you don't, it doesn't really matter to me.
Really?
I adapt to the marketplace. And to be 1,000 with you, most women can't cook. So
Yeah,
that's the reality.
Miami.
I got to do
Miami.
it. It's what it is.
Back
I
in home,
get mad at it.
Barbados.
Get happy at it. It's what
We're
it
gonna
is.
be throwing it down.
Can you cook? Though?
Spaghetti.
Yeah, I'm alright cook, actually.
Yeah.
I can't cook for, like, large parties of
Tacos.
people. I haven't mastered it. So, like, no more than 4 people.
Can you cook Jamaican food?
I'm not the best.
Lasagna, macaroni,
I won't
and
even
pie.
lie there. But I'm
You lost some
learning.
points just now.
Jerk
You
chicken.
know, I'm learning though, so.
Learning? Proper things.
Doubles.
What would you do if I was going on holiday every other month?
Red flag.
Fish.
Is it why?
Like, so you're going by yourself or with me, per se? By yourself, right?
The girls?
With the girls?
The friends?
Girls trips. You're on a girls trip, right? That environment means single girls there, girls that want to have fun, and yourself. So you might have two girls that might have a guy at home. The rest are single, having fun. You might be solid. You might be secure in yourself, but you're like, damn. She's like, damn, girl, like, why you so stuck up? Like, come have a party with us. Before you know, you're getting lit. You're vibing. You see a guy that's looking like Idris Elba over there. It's like, damn, it's my shot over here to get a guy like this. And then you go for it. Now, are you a bad person? You're not. But that environment led you to be doing bad stuff. It's kind of like you're leaving yourself in a situation where you might mess up your relationship. And is it worth it? No. If your girl is going out there, right?
You was a
Girls trip,
problem for women not
You're not there,
having
my friend.
affordability.
Guarantee.
Bitch, she just
Guarantee.
assuming.
She's having fun, of course.
Shorty has
What
no
about you? What does that
affordability
mean?
for herself.
Penetration, my friend, from somebody else. That's all That's all I gotta say.
Give up your wife.
So my thing is, cover your man, and if you do want to have a girls trip out, just do it locally at the house.
No way.
Why not?
I'm not chilling in the house.
Or somewhere close to the house. There you go.
What would you do if your family didn't like me?
That's fine.
It's fine.
Because it's my choice, not their choice. Now I'll take the counsel in terms of like why they don't like you. I'll listen to it, but ultimately it's my choice.
Would you find it hard though, like if I didn't get on with your mum? Because I kind of feel like it's a nice idea to have your woman have a good relationship with your mum, though.
My mom is a very important part of that puzzle because if she doesn't like you, it's going to take a strain. However, I make the rules because it's my life. So, for example, hey mom, I know you don't like her, but I like her. So here's what it is: deal with her in a certain way because you don't like her, but just do it for me. And she'll understand because I'm the breadwinner. I'm the one taking care of her. Now I know she's retired because of me too as well because like I retired her. So it's kind of like whatever I say goes. And then after that point as well, she knows off it like I'll never like choose her over you. It's kind of like I'm gonna respect her wishes and yours as well, but like I'll keep the interaction limited between both of y'all.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, do you know what? I like the fact that it's not a mummy's boy.
What would you do if my ex was after you?
You mean like we're together and he's like coming to my house and like doing dumb shit like that? If it's gonna disrupt my lifestyle, if it's like business and like my money, then it's a problem. And then it'll be dealt with either on the streets or off the streets. If you know what I mean? That point is kind of like taken care of no matter what. Like a phone call, he's out of there.
Would you fight?
But no.
You wouldn't fight?
No, he'll be taken care of and then we're good. I'm a peaceful guy, very humble, very relaxed. But you make the wrong movements, I'll make a phone call, it's dealt with. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean?
What would you do if I fell pregnant on a one-night stand with you?
Sorry?
If we had a one-night stand and I fell pregnant.
We have to sit down, have a conversation. Honestly speaking, it's your body, your choice, so you have to make a choice, but I'll let you know how I feel about it. You could kind of move from there.
I was waiting for the your body, your choice. I was like, drop that.
Because I can want you to keep it or not, but it's up to you to want to do it or not. So
What would you do if your friends were liking my pictures?
it's great.
Is it?
That's cool.
Yeah, get me in that algorithm.
They can't have you though.
They can't.
No.
Of course not.
Like some guy friends, right, that you have as a guy, or like a girl on the low. They just won't do it publicly. If they're doing it publicly, it means like, for example, I can see what's happening. So I know how to maneuver with that behavior. So I can say, cool, you know what? It's kind of where he's liking pictures. I know how to put him in a certain like category. If I can see it openly, I can know how to adapt to it. If I don't see it, then it's kind of like, I don't know what's going on. So if I can see it, perfect.
So Fresh, how have you enjoyed our date?
It was smooth. Definitely, I thought you'd be a little bit more like aggressive.
How do you think you've done?
I think they did pretty good. No, it was a smooth transition, back and forth, made you laugh a lot, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
1 out of 10, what do you rate it?
Can't tell you.
That's fine. I gotta know though. When you come to Miami?
You tell me.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I might fly home with you.
Let's do it. No, but like when you do come though, I'll take you out, show you a good time, and then have you experience the real Miami. Because to me personally, like people come to Miami all the time, but they don't experience the real Miami. So it's behind the scenes, so pretty much.
Okay, I look forward to it.
So to Miami, cheers.
Yeah.
And grilling as well. Great day.
It was a really good date.
I know how to handle dates, bro. It's nothing crazy. Like go on a date, vibe a little bit, connect with her, eye contact, smooth, man.
I'm going Miami.
Just come to Miami, have a great time. She might come back with mini me. But yeah.
I liked what you had to say about like the family dynamics, how he is as a man, and the balance.
Out of 10, me being humble,
Okay,
it's a solid 8.
chat.
And I think because like
Just a
if I showed more
reaction.
like legendary
Next will
personality,
be out
I
shortly.
get it to be a 10. But you know, it's
Yeah,
what it is. I was just
we
kind of chill,
live,
relax.
we back.
Giving the other fellas a chance.
Have to, bro. I'm a nice guy.
Don't know how I like this whole incel culture thing, that influence that he has.
Feels like a slight girl because Trudy knows like I'm the top G, so it's fine.
Perfect. Andrew Tate the second. Ashley
The third.
All round, I had a really great time, good conversation.
When we sitting on there doing a date one-on-one, saw her eyes, like she was into me, you know.
But I feel like there's not
Nigga
chemistry
keep
there.
winking at the
For that
camera.
reason, I will
Man.
give him a 6.5.
Bro, it's a late in your late.
I will give him a 6.5.
Alright, we got the Riz God breaking it down, baby.
Man, have no fear. Taekwondo is here.
Man,
we got
listen.
a banger for you today. We are breaking down why is Kai Sanat KC 3000 the Riz God, what makes Kai's game
Ray
so
the
unique?
Riz.
As y'all know, the first type of video I did with this was on Duke Dennis, who's also a part of AMP. And that was literally titled, Why is Duke Dennis's game so unique? And that video did great, 400K views. I appreciate y'all. Y'all ran that up. Instant success. And I want to do more of these as we look at individuals who really get inside of the mind, inside of the game. I'm going to call this series. So this is Inside of the Game number 2. And we doing it on Kai Cenat, the one and only. Now let's go. Let's get straight into it. I'm gonna have different clips. I'm gonna just like the Duke video. I'm gonna have different clips. We're gonna go over different videos and it's gonna touch on different topics. And at the end, I'm gonna go over the cons, like what's the bad, what's the negatives, what's the downfalls, what's the holdbacks of his game. But we got 3 areas that we really gonna look at today, right? His energy. Why is his energy so attractive? Why is that one of his like key points of like guaranteeing, you know, women's attraction and like why they are so seduced by him, like charmed by him, and like they just, you know, they love being around him. Great listener. How does that help his conversation? Why does that make, you know, the conversation so able to be stretched out and you know, fun and entertaining and joyful for the woman? And then perception. That one's a little more deeper. So we're gonna say that for later in the video. Let's just hop right into it. Let's keep it going. Let's go to this first reaction. Let's get into the first clip. I'm going to always play the clips first. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to just play the clip, and then we're going to break it down. Let's just all watch it together first.
What I got on?
It's kind of low.
Damn, you just naturally smelling good. Let's smell it love.
Woo!
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna say with my touch.
Say what you did, nigga?
Right on my dead.
Say what you did,
Right on my dead.
I fucking love you. That's what I heard. Yeah, I fucking love you. You understand me?
You heard that, right? He loves me. Yeah, my dad, he's Irish, and he's African.
Vamos a comer, mami.
All right. At this point, take off your blindfold.
Watch this.
I'm mad aggressive too. Our energy is fucking different. Aiden, sit the fuck down, nigga.
Got you.
This is what real love looks like. You understand me? This is what real
You know,
shit look like, bro. I
Levi.
fucking love your hair.
Thank you.
I fucking love your hair. I fucking love them Uggs. Them Uggs is fucking amazing. I fucking love them shits. You feel what I'm saying? Your outfit.
Look at Aiden.
Hey, mommy.
You know he ain't gotta do nothing.
I love my bitch.
I got
Look at that shit, nigga.
Yo, this type shit where you really feel single. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, give me
W man's Aiden, man. W man.
You got any siblings?
Yes, my brother's Sagittarius. Thank you.
Oh, your brother is Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, not the zodiacs. But listen,
Shit, like, I ain't gonna lie, you was a fucking vibe. Like, I ain't gonna. Damn.
Fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, it's my boy Aiden right here. That
You
was.
see? That's why I'm
all right, now listen. Listen. Crazy clip. I know. Right? Let's talk about it. We're gonna go clip for clip when we break it down, right? We're gonna go video for video. Right? Energy. Do you need to be like that? Do you need to be that excited, that wild, and can you be like that realistically?
No,
For a lot of
I don't
people,
want
no,
to.
you can all the jumping, you can't do that in a natural way. But what you could do is, a lot of times when y'all are interacting with, for Kai specifically, his energy is a part of his game because it's like, from a woman's standpoint, they love to be around him. She like, a woman think of spending time with him, and she like think like, yo, last time I was with him, all we did was laugh, all we did was smile, all we did was have a good time. I had fun. I could just go be around him. It don't matter what we do. If a woman thinks she could spend a good time with you, you don't even gotta take her on dates. You could do it to treat her, switch things up, etc. But like when she can spend time with you, or looks forward to spending time with you, you don't have to do dates because you are the date. You are the experience. So it don't matter what that energy is. It's just that, like, this energy y'all see that's being super excited, but it's also bold. He's saying what he wants. He's meaning what he says. He's getting straight to his points. So his energy, it just adds to the life of her interaction with him. But keep in mind that it's not just all excited and doing too much, which is good. That I like to see from Kai now is that he has more of a variation. He can go from that super excited, then go real low tone. It's good to play around with like the roller coasters of her interaction with you because now you're even unpredictable. It's like you're taking her through all the emotions. It's like she don't even know what the next vibe about to be. Is he about to get excited? Is he about to be serious? Is he about to be low, seductive, charming, funny? She just can't even figure you out, bro. But a lot of y'all are a one-trick pony. Y'all don't even know what to say. Y'all are not comfortable. So your energy is really just gonna become being comfortable in your game and saying to yourself like, do I want to have fun? What is this interaction about for me? What do I want her to know about my personality? How can I give her a sense of me? That's all that part is about. So as we always see, you always gonna see Casanat dancing, some laughing, some loud.
Hype as shit.
You already know we
Full
say
of
word,
charisma.
word, all that crazy shit. Like we already know we're gonna see that type of shit from Kai from New York. You know what I'm saying? Being from Philly, I already know what it's like to be from one of these like cities where we got these aggressive ass people and we just do this. This is how we are. If you are not from a city where a woman like this is masculine to you or she's aggressive and you're not used to that, then so be it. That's just your city and how y'all roll, and y'all energy may be a little bit different, and y'all vibes may match well. But guess what? If y'all want to know one thing y'all notice, she is feeding off of his energy as well. He hyped, he excited, she smiles, she get up, and they just feed off of each other's energy. That's what makes this so well. Sometimes, guess what? You won't feed off a woman's energy that well. She won't like it. It won't be her tier. It won't be, her type or whatever. Don't switch up for her. Just be who you are, because it's nothing like when a woman can genuinely say, okay, I remember him. Even if she don't vibe off your energy like this well, she will still remember that impression that it made. Like, how does she feel around him? And the next thing you know, she go around other guys and she's like, oh, I'm bored of that. Or maybe your energy is too much for her. At least you get a clear answer. At least it's just simple. It's not like some try hard ass shit. You trying to be liked. You want her to love you. You trying to have her all that extra try hard shit, bro. Just be yourself. So his energy is definitely one of his key points because anytime a girl will get around him, she knows she's gonna have fun. She knows she's gonna smile. She knows she's gonna have a good time. That's definitely one of his key points. He even can do this shit on e-dates, on a physical screen, like a literal fucking electronic screen. As y'all know, if y'all ever had fucking a Zoom meeting or some type of virtual call,
That shit be
no, you
ass.
damn near be ready to fall asleep on them joints. But he can still go on the e-date and say and get up and move around and use his body to express himself, use the tone and volume of his voice, use his excitement, and then give it to the other person for them to send something back. A lot of times y'all just simply forget that a conversation is just sending and receiving, sending and receiving. You send something, she receives it. She sends something, you receive it. So your energy is something you're indirectly sending during conversations and interactions that you need to start thinking about. Let's keep going. Let's go to the next one, right? What is the next thing I had written down on this board? What's this next thing? And why is this so important? A great listener. A great listener. This, I only have energy over that because that's his trademark. But a great listener, even though me personally, I feel like Kai doesn't have like a mouthpiece, like he's not known for being like a smooth talker, a slick talker. Saying some shit that flow into this or that. He still is a great listener, so therefore his conversations always have like a sort of a relevancy. Like he'll never be talking to a woman and you'll see it just has nothing to do with anything. No, he's probably listening. He's paying attention to what she's saying. He counters that. We always see this on the e-dates where he may be listening to the other contestant and the woman will say something like, oh, I like zodiacs, or she'll say something bad about this one guy's zodiac sign and he'll purposely not choose that one. Or she'll say he just listens well, he pays attention and he uses that in his responses. So that great listener part is just really talking about his conversational skills. For real. And I think the best case scenario was this KKVSH e-date with her. So you'll see right here, they connect on culture, they connected on other things. But I'm gonna let it speak for itself. I'm gonna speed up the clip a little bit.
You wear your mask?
It's like 1.2
Yeah,
hours.
I don't want nobody to catch me slacking. I wear my mask.
Understandable.
Yeah. Okay, so let's forget about that whole COVID thing.
Like get that out of here. Like let me get to know you and you get to know me.
Where you from?
I'm from New York. You talking about ethnicity? I'm part Trinidadian, Haitian, and part Jamaican. Talk to me.
Okay.
Where you from? Where you from?
You know, I'm from Florida. Okay, but my mama, she's from Jamaica. She's from Portmore. You know where Vibes Cartel from?
You lie. Wait, hold on. Wait. Yes,
You lie.
You mean
lie.
she from Jamaica? Hold on. You say Portmore?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I might hit the pause this one before we finish, Ojo. Now listen.
This is a good answer.
The whole what was not included here, I skipped the part. She came in and they was talking about did he take the vaccine? Does he wear masks? It was just a random conversation. But watch how this goes from, where her mother's from. She shows him a picture. They even start talking about the foods. Just watch how him listening, just paying attention. Listen, you could also listen to her energy, her excitement, her smile. What made her smile? What made her face go? You could pay attention to these things when you're talking to a woman, bro. And if you really do, you start learning how to move through it and lead it in a way where it's like, bam, I know what's going to hit, what's going to be a miss. You know what I'm saying? And then you can start being more effective and efficient in what you talk about and how you talk about it.
I know. You know how to speak Plato or no? You know how to speak Plato?
Yeah. Wait, you speak like a Trini kind of.
Yeah. You see, you got that. You got that.
You speak like a Trini. Look at this. Look at this.
You see that?
I wanted to show you something when I used to be in Jamaica all the time.
Today, real yacht. Okay. So you're not. Okay, all right. I like it. What's your favorite food?
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
You know me, I like real food. I like curry goat.
Oh my God, there we go.
Right.
My favorite food, curry goat and mac and cheese. Had that yesterday. And I know.
Now listen, I'm not calling cap, but I'm calling cap. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not cap though, like let's say this real shit, they already got something in common. Like is this some real life shit? All right, let's go on a date. We going to eat some curry goat from my favorite spot. We're going to eat some curry goat from my favorite spot that makes it. And the spot is crazy. Like they even be playing, Jamaican music in the background and blah, blah, blah. Like this is like you can now tailor it to an experience that makes sense, that's relevant and has some type of substance to it because of just being a good listener and paying attention. So watch this. Watch how I keep going.
And hold on. Listen. And I know how to cook it too. But you know you want your real Trini man in the bomb kitchen? I cook up nice little curry goat, nice little oxtail on the bomb.
Boom, like it. And you say your name was?
See, listen, he know he up 50 right now. Like if anybody in this joint, it's raps. It's raps.
Cat. Okay, Kai. I like that. Kai. Ooh, let me put a heart right now.
Finally, somebody that's Western.
Okay, Kai. Have you gotten any trouble before? Have you like
Oh yeah, I got some.
On a jail?
I got some trouble, but I can't talk about that.
That nigga tatted up from New York.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, boom.
What in the?
Have you ever been shot at? Stabbed,
can
or
we
in
get some
critical
Uncle
condition?
Ruckus
Nah,
music?
but I have shot at, stabbed a couple, and my fault. Yeah, I got carried away. Like in GTA, obviously in GTA,
In GTA, nothing's real. Nothing's real.
Okay, boom. Okay, in GTA. Yeah.
Peep though. Another thing I want
She writing shit down like either she the FBA or she ready to be heat down bitch.
to point out right here, right now, is a lot of y'all are terrible at social cues. So like, in the beginning of the conversation, I really should have showed it. This is my fault a little bit. His and her energy were off track. Actually, I can go backwards. Let me just go backwards. I'm gonna make this point. We got time today. So it's 4
You got
minutes.
time today. Fucking I'm crossing the line
Watch the
today.
comparison of she's like,
The bump of the
have you ever
guns,
got
they
shot?
wrecking
Have
my
you ever got in
tape.
trouble? And him saying, "Oh, I shot a couple of these. I stabbed a couple of." Like just people him playing along with that and vibing with her energy on that and just matching that energy. But people how bad it was in the beginning of the conversation because he couldn't check her temperature yet. Like her sense of humor or her personality, I don't think he had a true sense or feel for that yet. So for him to switch up in real time and him to match her energy better and vibe with the conversation better shows how good of a listener he is and how paying attention. Like, okay, for her, she's kind of witty, she's kind of sarcastic, she kind of has that like, that kind of sense of humor. Everybody's sense of humor is different. So being funny and having fun, you gotta be creative. So watch this.
Excellent. Okay.
Watch this. You'll see that he come in and it's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? We just
TOS. Being on Twitch.
But watch how it's just it kind of comes off rough.
KK was good.
What's good? What's
Talk
poppin'?
to me. What's poppin'? What's good? Talk to me. Come on.
Okay, so Kai.
Talk to me.
Tone white
Okay.
as shit though.
This is kind of
So
rough.
I'm gonna start this off nice. Are you vaccinated?
Of course I'm vaccinated. So
Anyway, what I was saying, Tone, she been scraping marrow for 2 days.
come on, I'm the trapper to you, dog.
White as shit.
I like your tattoo, by the way. I love girls with tattoos. You said nah? That's bad.
You vaccinated? Okay.
What's your face?
Have you ever had COVID-19?
Negative. I've never had it.
Bro, is this an
Why you
Indian?
got vaccinated? All right.
I got vaccinated to be safe, sweetheart.
Being safe. I like that.
Indeed.
So you wear your mask too?
Me personally, I hate wearing my mask. I ain't gonna lie. But you feel what I'm saying?
Masks
Like if they
were
on my
hell.
about it and tell me, you said what?
Anti-masker?
Yeah. How you feel about that? Though? Like, do you wear your mask?
Yeah. I don't want nobody to catch me slacking. I wear my mask.
I understand.
See, it's like you compare this, like it came off like just kind of like I'm not saying that was a terrible flow, but it just like nothing clicked there. It just was kind of plain and like more than it was boring. It was just more like, what does this have to do with me getting to know you? Like it just was offlandish. But that was just her fucking around and her playing like she really probably was asking those questions. Who knows? But it just had nothing to do with anything. Then you go ahead.
In GTA, I can confirm. Yep.
Okay, boom. Okay, in GTA.
No, watch.
In GTA. That's
Yo,
good.
hold on. KK, I don't really like these questions like that because it's being a little federal. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
No. I'm just saying because we can relate because you a shooter and I got shot. So.
Oh, okay. All right, bet. Word. All right, bet. Okay.
All right. Boom.
Word. All right, bet.
Boom. So you have experience in the bedroom. I'm guessing you are not a.
I am not a word. Yeah. A lot of experience in the bedroom. We're not even about to get to that until you're ready to talk about that.
Okay, boom. Do you eat ass?
Unfortunately.
Tell you how the answer. Tell you how the answer straight ready. You see about that. You hear how my tongue set up? Not in a million years. Not even after they dead. Yo, God gonna come down first.
Yo!
And the time
The
gonna
way
happen.
she stared at him after she asked this question is crazy.
We're not even about to get to that until you.
I ain't gonna like, my played it off. I was like, what? You what? What you talking about, shorty?
Until you ready to talk about that.
Okay, boom. Do you eat ass?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Unfortunately, I do not.
I always said if somebody my wife or my girl, I'm going crazy. You feel me? Because I can't be out here. Look, KK, I can't be out here eating every bitch ass.
Yeah, you can't be giving my mouth away like.
This save goes down in the Hall of fucking Fame of saves I've ever seen in my life. Y'all know these women love.
Listen, bro.
Oh, eat ass. And I would never. I'm gonna zoom in for this.
Bro.
I would never forgive you niggas for normalizing eating ass.
Thank
I'm
you.
also hearing you niggas getting your ass ate. Do you know what kind of position you have to be in as a man to get your ass ate?
I'ma pause this shit. As a black man. Legs
up, bend it. Fire for that. I will never forgive you niggas for normalizing this shit. But the legs up, bend it. Fuck. Was down in the Hall of fucking Fame of saves.
You
I've ever
niggas
seen in my
mad
life.
as fuck. I had to play it twice.
Y'all know these women love.
Bruh.
Oh, eat the ass. And I would never. I'm gonna zoom in for this. I would never forgive you niggas for normalizing eating ass. Now I'm also hearing you niggas getting your ass ate. Do you know what kind of position you have to be in as a man to get your ass ate?
As a black man.
Legs up, bend it. Fire for that. I will never forgive you niggas for normalizing this shit. But to keep it relevant to the video, he saves it
I'm
because
already 9
he
months
makes it make sense.
for you.
He makes it make sense.
9 months
like,
and
he's
18
listening,
plus
like, okay,
years.
so she clearly
God
likes
forbid
the
you did it earlier.
She likes to enjoy it.
To
So
eat.
me telling her I don't, I can save it by saying I'll do it for her. Only
To be a
for
shit
her.
tester.
Now
A
she
shit
feels
tier
special
tester.
for something that I said I didn't want to do, which originally was a turn off. Are y'all even paying attention?
Come on,
Can y'all even follow the game?
I'm here for you.
A pretty nice white teeth.
You see the teeth, man. You see the teeth.
Okay.
Now her whole attention is on something else. Pretty nice teeth. Don't give away my mouth. We're good. Not even remembering the fact that he just said he's not going to eat no ass.
That gives me another question. Do you brush as soon as you wake up before you?
Whole different conversation, whole different topic. all of this flow, all of this substance, all this creativity is just dead ass coming from the fact that
You gotta keep switching topics though. It's sure to remember. She can be like, he just tried to pass that, bruh. He can be like, she can be like, he just tried to pass that. You ain't working with that.
he's
Shawty,
listening, he's paying
you're
attention.
not.
Like, what are her social cues?
This shit ain't
One thing to
working.
pay attention to the conversation. Her face is giving it away. Her energy, the smile, the lack of a smile, the eyes. And all of this you could read while you're talking to somebody, bro. Y'all can use this to your advantage to say, okay, what's going on, and you can mix and move and flow during the conversation. I'm not saying be a manipulator and try hard on some detective shit. I'm just saying pay attention to the person you're talking to. Be present. Just look at them. You know what I'm saying? Eye contact is key. That's one of the huge things too. Now we're gonna get into perception. And before I get into the cons of like the third video I want to show, let's talk about perception. Let's talk about this because this is really gonna apply to a lot of people, whether y'all realize it or not. So for Kai Cenat, right, he gets this perception as the Riz God, huge on TikTok, huge on social media, real famous, right? So a lot of y'all have only 4 ways of viewing a woman's attraction to a man. Y'all always think it's clout, money, status, looks, and all. I mean, status goes into clout. So really what I'm meant to say is like looks, and we'll say that's physical body and height. And then overall attractiveness and things like that. That's the only 4 things y'all think a woman can be attracted to. So when a woman likes somebody, y'all can't see anything else beyond that. Now listen, perception. Let's add context to this. You see random clips of him on social media. You see all these videos and stuff like that. You develop a perception of him. He's fun. He's entertaining to watch. He's fun to be around. Good energy, good vibes. It's lit. It's a great experience. It's just entertainment. All this woo wah wah shit, right? From a woman's standpoint, or in your life, in real regular everyday life of an average person, this could be at your job. Let's say you have a job, you work with people. This could be in school, in college, or in your own neighborhood, even on social media, etc. Bro, listen. Hold on. Something. I feel like I was about to burp for a second. You are not as invisible as you think. I know a lot of people with low self-esteem and real self-doubt and lack of like confidence. You feel invisible, like people don't see you. People see you, bro. People recognize you. People know who you are. People pay attention and notice little things, even if you think you're nobody and nobody sees you. Trust me, they do. It's
Somebody's
what you
always
do
watching.
with that spotlight,
and I ain't
that
just
creates
talking
that
about God.
perception, that attention. It's like, is there anything here to notice or pay attention to or not? And do they keep going? It's like watching a video. You got what's called retention. Do they watch it for 7 seconds and click off, or do they sit here and 30 seconds and 45 seconds, and then they watch the full video? You know what I'm saying? So what do you do with that? And now for the perception, the point I'm getting at is he creates this perception of being fun and a good person to spend time around. That's the simplest part I'll say. And for you in your everyday life, however you're known in any crowd, that perception can work in your advantage or disadvantage. And it's a whole nother ballpark. I got Patreon where I really go in depth on videos like, how to use what people think of you to your advantage, beat them to it, some real chess level 300 IQ game winners. We go super deep on a Patreon. YouTube more entertaining. We have fun on this motherfucker. But on Patreon, we just focus it straight game and we just go deep. But the perception part, you can use that to your advantage. Let me give you an example. Y'all be surprised about how the dudes, because I had a bad reputation in high school. I was known to be the fuckboy, the player. I got into a lot of fights, dumbass shit like that, right? But the funny part was, as much as that reputation went around, being a player, being a fuckboy, right, as they called it, I hated that fuckboy title because it just meant like disrespectful shit to me. But to them, that meant player. Jealous. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, without even realizing that played into my advantage because there were women who sat there and said, I want to see what it's about. I want to see what he's like. I want to see, all the women mess with him, I want my turn. Or the example, it could work to my disadvantage. Some woman may say, he's a player, I don't want him, he's just going to play me, and it's not going to end well. For another guy, it could be the exact opposite. It's being laid back, low-key, and women can't touch you. Some woman may look at that and say, ooh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want the guy that nobody can get. I want the guy that nobody can touch. Whatever the case may be. I'm not saying cater to their needs, but I just wanted to point this out because you need to be aware of how your perception or your reputation all represents you and can lead to indirect attraction. This is a huge key point. Indirect attraction. So you might post certain things on social media, like ambitious things or achievements or how you dress, and this is like literally indirectly attracting people because maybe you just dress how you dress because you're into fashion. Maybe you just post quotes because you like that shit. Maybe you just post certain things because you're proud of yourself. But women pay attention. People pay attention. They say, "Damn, this person, like, I love what they got going on. I would love to be a part of their life, or I would love to talk to them or get to know them as a person. They just seem so deep. They just seem like we have a lot in common." You can use anything and everything to your advantage. So for Kai, I'm like, yo, listen, he got this whole, great energy, this great listener conversation. There are more women that say, no, I want to know what that's like. I want to have fun. I want to spend time with him. I can't wait to meet him, etc. And then they fan over that. This can literally happen in real life, even if you're an average dude. Now, if you have a job where you don't want to mess with women at your job, I would definitely advise against it. But you have a job or a school or college or neighborhood or apartment building, etc. You can, or even a community, you can start to create your own reputation. You go in there, they know you as a good tipper. You come in, you speak to the boss, you say hi to people, you're friendly, you have great manners. This works well in your advantage. Y'all need to start utilizing people's perception of you to your advantage. Now, number 4, to finalize this, the cons. I don't think I did this with Duke. And there's also other things I'm going to add to the series as I go. But the cons, how can this not work for you? A lot of people didn't like the whole Duke thing, like, oh, unspoken racism. They complain about it, and I didn't talk about the cons, right? So I'll talk about the cons in Kai Cenat's game. Now, realistically, I'm gonna just say this up front. I don't think I would draft Kai in the 2-man. Why do I say that? Why do I say that?
He's very
Because
domineering.
if I'm thinking of like a 2-man laid back vibe, like where it's 2 one-on-ones, it's 2 separate one-on-ones. Hey, here's my homie. We meet each other as a group. We spend a slight amount of time together. I know he's gonna make it a good time. I know we're gonna have a fun, tough ass function. But that super, lit ass energy, I just feel like it does better in a kickback, a party, or him being by himself. I don't feel like it just would translate well in like a 2-man or let's approach these girls together. Like I feel like it really could, but what I'm saying is for my energy level, for how my game go, I just wouldn't. It just doesn't seem like it. It just don't seem like Kobe and Bron. But who knows? I mean, I said Kobe and Bron. I'm acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? D Wade and fucking Bron. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. You never know. Cause I'm as a social person, I feel like I match energy as well as and shit just be lit. You can have fun with anybody. But when I say the 2-man, I'm even thinking of that low key seductive vibe. He go do his side quest, I'm do my thing, and we come back, we like, you know what I'm saying? We hype about it. For him being so excited, but this is just social media. So who knows how shit really is in real life? I'm just speaking off of like this super excited state of being. But another con I want to get at is with this energy level, a lot of y'all might struggle with it, but Kai has gotten a lot better at this lately. But a lot of y'all might struggle with this. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Transitions and transitioning from like that super hype excited phase or like being lit and funny, but not getting in the friend zone, but not being her bro, but not being like, oh, he's just a kid to me, like we just have fun and that's nothing more. We are nothing more than that. Like if a lot of y'all try to be like Kai, y'all will end up accidentally friend zoning yourselves or just being too goofy, where it just ends up bad. So I wanted to show this clip because of how he handled this particular situation. And the second comment or the second most liked comment, it's actually not even second most, but the top comment is, bro made it awkward, could have been more smooth, right? And let's look at this though. I don't want to play it too loud because it's probably like copyrighted music.
His life.
So basically, it was like somebody donated money, and the voice came in and it said, "After the stream, are you going to give Kai the time of his life?" So she looks at his. He said,
What's that?
Right? He said, "What you just looked at?" Right? Get up, laughing, playing, trolling. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, I'm not saying that sold his entire bag. Like, this is not that big of a deal. But this could have easily been a transition into something seductive. This could have easily been oh yeah, all right, it's time to end stream then. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, you're a real grinder. You ain't in this stream for no side quests. You know what I'm saying? Even though the chat probably will understand. Shout out to Kai, because I don't think he in the stream for just to get some pussy, or he just wanted to fuck, or he was that desperate. In real life, though, I'm just thinking about you at home, the viewer. You in real life, right? You could be funny, you could be playful, you could have fun. But if you're doing it too much, or if you misuse an opportunity and overdo it, you kill the vibe, you kill the sexual tension, you kill the energy, and then it's like shit start to transition to like, I don't really see him like that. He cool. I don't see him like that. I don't know how women say stuff like that. Like, I don't see him like that. He's just a bro. Like, you did that to yourself. You put yourself there in her mind. Like, you overdid it, played too much, or didn't apply enough pressure to where you made yourself a friend. You became a bro. You ain't put your foot down. And if you want to see the mixture of like being funny, having fun, and applying pressure, watch the blind date I did, and even more current Kosh Knot stuff, because he's doing it well now. But back in the day, I just used to see like it just would be hard for him. I said back in the day, like this shit happened 10 years ago. But I remember seeing certain instances of certain IRL streams where, when he goes into his, and it's like that low seductive shit, that low one-on-one shit. It just seems forced from him. It just didn't feel natural. It just didn't seem like it came off well. And again, it's extra pressure from being on viewers with like being on stream with 30,000 plus people. But still, it just didn't come off very natural of his style, of his preference. It just seemed like he was trying to, be smooth instead, like trying to be smooth instead of being smooth. And I say that to say, a lot of y'all just play what works with your personality. Have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could have made a joke here and still been serious and gave her some good eye contact. Who knows? But a lot of y'all feel like the main con of some energy like this is y'all will struggle to play the vibe appropriate to the situation and match it and flow it well, leading to where you want it to go. You're just following behind your energy too much, following behind your playfulness or childishness or sense of humor too much. It could fuck up the whole play. Or she's like, oh, does he even want me in that way? Is it even something like that? So it's just something to think about. You dig? So Taekwondo, the sensei of seduction, the Wizard of Oz, Dojo to the moon to Saturn. We live in a solar system. The limits don't even know we exist. Big 260K pack on the way. Demon Town, baby.
All right, yeah. Lots of shit I gotta go and do later, but I'll be on later tonight. You can see how consistent it gets.
Welcome to the dojo, baby, man. Have no fear, Taekwondo and shit, man. I know y'all see what's on the screen, man.
Yeah.